DK like watching shiny. It's shiny. Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. In the last episode, we watched the very long, but not too long, opening cinematic, and wandered around Donkey Kong Island to try to find any evidence that we had of K.Rool's nefarious plan and whatever he has in store for our friends and our banana horde. But we couldn't find much except for opening up the lobby of our very first level, Jungle Japes. In this episode, we're going to be going inside. Let's go.
Let's see how that fool Donkey Kong is progressing, shall we? That's right, my scaly friend. The ape hasn't even got his first banana yet. What? How did he do that? Very good, Donkey, but you'll need more than brute strength to stop me this time.
Yeah, I really wish that those cutscenes were voiced. Anyway, welcome to our very first level, Jungle Japes. DK, gather as many bananas as you can before going through one of these portals. Interesting. Collect 75 or more bananas, DK, and you'll earn a banana medal. Those are the things that Cranky was talking about. So, some mechanics. Obviously, we have banana ports inside each level as well. But there's also some other things that I'm going to explain to you as we go on. In the meantime, I'm going to climb this tree, because we've got to get up to these vines so we can swing over there and open the door. It's something, you know, you probably could have figured out your own if you were playing along with me and you haven't played this game before, but I'll just skip the formalities and go straight to the switch. Oddly, we don't have to slam that switch. It automatically goes down just by landing on it. Interesting. Anyway, down here, you see these? These are called banana coins. These are important, especially in the early stages of the game, because you will need to buy things like weapons, upgrades, and new moves from Cranky with those coins, even though they should be, the other Kongs should be helping us for free if they want to help save the island, but hey, you know, whatever. Let's go out here. Look at this. This is just rare showing off, more or less, just how huge these levels are. And, wait, who's that? Hey, DK! Help! It's Diddy! That's Diddy up there. We've got to get up there and help him. Let's do it. K.Rool's minions have hidden 25 golden bananas around this area, but you'll only be able to find 5 of them without the help of the other Kongs. So yeah, we're going to be rescuing Diddy as well as other Kongs as this game goes on, and using each of them to get 5 bananas from each world. 25 each per world. And I can't remember exactly how many. I think there are 10 worlds, counting the overworld. So that makes for 250 bananas in total. Anyway, you saw me collect some of the little yellow bananas earlier that Squawks was talking about. Well, that's because in each level, there's also 100 regular bananas that you have to collect that allow you to unlock the boss fight. And you can collect as many as you need to get to the boss fight, which the number goes up in each level. Obviously, there'll be more in later levels. See, that here's a bunch of 5. You can find them singly in bunches of 5, and also in bunches of 10, which I'll explain. Oh yeah, it's right up here. See that balloon? You gotta pop it, and then you automatically get 10. And over here, we have our old pal, the Zingers. Unlike in the other Donkey Kong games, though, these aren't nearly... They're annoying, but not nearly as annoying as they used to be in Donkey Kong Country. Anyway, let's go ahead and climb this vine, and we'll go ahead and talk to a buddy of ours that many of you probably haven't seen in a long time. This does something, I'll explain it later, or maybe Squawks will explain it now. Press Z to transport yourself to K.Rool's battle arena. Beat his goons to win a crown! This may seem like a useless little thing, but it actually becomes fairly important later on in the game. Anyway, let's go on in here to the armory, whatever this is. Funky's store. Whoa, dude, Funky. took a level and awesome. Hey, been a long time, Donkey Dude. K.Rool's return is a real bummer, so the main monkey's here to fix you up with some reptile kicking hardware. Check this out. I've got this really cool shooter that'll trash K.Rool's army, and it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Donkey thinks so. The coconut shooter. Aw, yeah. Looking good, Donkey. Let me give you the lowdown. To fetch out or put away your shooter, press or hold Z, then press left C. Press B to fire. You can also press up C to use the aim sight mode. And if you're firing blanks, I'm the monkey to see for ammo refills. Zero doing right now, Donkey Dude. Afraid I gotta go work on my next big thing. So yeah, Funky, who used to be just a surfer dude, took a level in awesome and is now our armorer. How awesome is that? So we hold down Z, press left C, and Donkey Kong has an assault rifle. Of course, it only shoots coconuts, so it's not all that impressive, but it is definitely a very, very different mechanic for a Donkey Kong game. Anyway, let's go ahead and swing across here. That's the one thing. I've been trying to draw comparisons in between this game and any other game in, like, the Mario games, for instance, and the closest that I can think of parallel between this and another game is Super Mario Sunshine. Oh, you might need Bungy's help to get me out of here. And those, my friends, right there are shooter switches, or just switches, I guess you can call them. Basically, different Kongs will have different each one will, spoilers, each one will get a different gun that'll shoot a different ammunition. And some switches can only be hit by certain Kongs. So you see above Diddys Cage, there are now 3 coconut icons. We have to go around this lobby area, or this area here, and hit all 3 coconut switches in order to unlock Diddys Cage. Here's another switch with a different kind of ammunition that we don't have. Let's go ahead and check over here. Snide's HQ. I wonder what this is. Let's go inside and take a look. Greetings. Snide's the name. Revenge is my game. Did you know K.Rool's been working on his Blaster-O-Matic machine and intends to destroy your island? I was the chief technician on the project, but that double-crossing lizard kicked me off his team because he didn't trust me. I'll try to help you stop K.Rool's machine, but you'll need to find me some of my original blueprints. I believe they were given to some of the king's toughest cronies, so be careful. For every blueprint you return, I'll give you one of these golden bananas K.Rool stole from your hoard. No blueprint, no banana. You never know, they might just buy you some valuable time. That's the deal, Kong. This isn't a game, Kong. Those blueprints are vital to us both, so please go and find some. Alright, so this character, Snide, is original for this game, who's basically, you know, a backstabbing little weasel. I don't understand why K.Rool didn't trust him anyway. Let's go ahead and pull out our gun. If you do it while you're in up C, which is first person, you can see this crosshair here. This is going to be very, very useful to us throughout the entire course of the game. Go ahead and press B, fire a coconut, take out that balloon, net us 10 more bananas. Let's go ahead and climb this tree. I think there's some more bananas up here. No, I'm wrong. Anyway, see this golden banana back here that we can't... It's transparent? That means that even if we could get in there somehow, it doesn't, you know... We couldn't pick up that banana because it's transparent. That means that it's there for another Kong to use. Anyway, we got some more bananas up here. I'm going to be taking little detours like that all the time to collect bananas, just if you couldn't have figured that out by now. Okay, now there's one switch right down here in between these 2 ledges, which you can only hit from here. You can't hit from over there. It's too far for your gun to shoot. The draw distance doesn't let it go that far. You don't have to hit the switches dead on. You can hit them from all the way on the side if you want. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go down this way, back past the vine, and whoa, bad slide. Anyway, let's go on down here. Obviously, that boulder and stuff are for another Kong. Donkey can't do anything over here. He doesn't have any mechanics specific to him related to these boulders in any way. So we'll go ahead and pop that balloon. That's 51 bananas. We're already halfway done with our banana count for Donkey Kong in this level. And again, this is only the first level. We'll go ahead and hit this switch as well. So now we've got just one more switch to find. And now that we have our gun, we can go ahead and try to pop this zinger up here. Now, you start out with 50 shots for your gun, which might seem like a lot, but you can only have 3 or 4 on the... I can't remember. I think it's 4, maybe 5 on the screen at one time. And honestly, especially if the target's moving, it's pretty hard to hit anything in this game that isn't, well, the size of a truck. Because the aiming mechanics are not... While they're fairly precise, the hitboxes really aren't. So let me see. I want to check and make sure there aren't any bananas up here on this tree. Nope. Those vines over there will take us to a door that will be... to a portal to get us to where we need to drop those bananas off. But we're not going to do that yet. I usually like to wait to go to that until we've gotten... Oh, see, that zinger tried to swoop down and sting us, but they're not all that tough. Okay, so that's not the right switch. There it is. I knew it was over here somewhere. We'll go ahead and pop that one. Missed it. Here, let's try this again. There we go.
Yippee! Way to go, DK! Now that I'm free, I can help you by collecting red bananas! I'll just go and wait in the tank barrel until you need me!
That's a mechanic I haven't explained yet. You notice that those floating barrels that we've been seeing so far? Well, those are called tag barrels. Those are actually, I wouldn't call them extremely important, but they are really, really useful because with the tag barrels, allow me to demonstrate if the camera will cooperate. Now you can see on the outside there are a lot of question marks, a Donkey Kong face, and a Diddy Kong face. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, from here we can actually switch off to a different Kong. So let's go ahead and take Diddy for a spin. Why not?
Hello, Diddy. There are 5 golden bananas for you to find here too.
Alright, so let's go. Diddy actually, even though you can play as 5 different Kongs in this game, they honestly don't handle very different from each other. They all have the same controls. Some of them have slightly retooled mechanics, and obviously they all have different special moves that allow them to do different things. But for the most part, they all work exactly the same. They, you know, they all swim with the same buttons. They all swim at about the same speed. You know, they all run about the same speed, except for with the exception of those using those special moves. Okay, got some bananas over here for Diddy. Go ahead and grab those. Now I went down here to get those coins specifically because, like I said, in the early goings, coins are very important because that's the only way you're going to unlock a lot of your extended moveset. As the game goes on, the coins are going to be less and less useful as you have fewer and fewer moves that need them. So, we're just gonna go ahead up here and talk to Funky and get Diddys Weapon. Check this out! I've got this real cool shooter that'll trash K.Rool's army, and it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Yeah, son! Peanut Pop Guns. Fans of Super Smash Bros. Brawl may recognize these weapons. Looking good, Diddy? Let me give you the lowdown. No thanks, Funky. We already heard this already. Zero doing right now, Diddy dude. Afraid I gotta go work on my next big thing. So yeah, in this game, you can skip any dialogue bubble just by pressing B. That's something I really like. It makes the dialogue go by really fast. Anyway, we've got a couple things, actually, we can do with Diddy in this. Go ahead and swing across these vines. Obviously, Diddy has got a whole 100 bananas to find in this level as well, but his locations are going to be different from Donkey's. That's the thing. No 2 Kongs have any bananas in exactly the same place. So you're going to have to be searching each level almost with a fine-tooth comb just to be able to find all of the different bananas for each character. Because you literally have to look everywhere to find them. We go ahead and use Diddy's new peanut pop guns to open this door up here. But unfortunately, we can't reach that door, even with Diddy's, you know, he's lighter, so he seems like he might be able to jump higher, but he can't reach the top of this slope. We're gonna have to wait until later to find a Kong who can reach the top of that slope for us. Okay, so we've got some things over here, nothing really that important. It's mostly just an entranceway to get into the inner part of Jungle Japes. I really love this music. Honestly, I do. This game just has some of the best music. It's a rare game, so it's gonna have great music, but this game really set the bar high. That's why, you know, one of the reasons I really love this game more than I love Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie is because of the music. This game's music is just so much better than those games. Anyway, I was talking before, I kind of got off on another tangent, but I was talking before about how I really prefer the game mechanics in this game to the game mechanics in, say, no, I wasn't talking about that at all. I was talking about how similar the place this game had in Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong library was to Super Mario Sunshine's in the Mario library. Think about it. It's basically the redheaded stepchild of the game. Since this game, there has not been another Donkey Kong game made in 3D. Since this game, there has not been another Donkey Kong game to feature 5 different playable Kongs in one game. Since this game, there has not been any Donkey Kong game to have this sort of adventure lobby feel. They've been going back to the Donkey Kong Country style of gaming, which is arguably the classic game style, but hey, what are you gonna do? So really, this game is the oddball of the series, and that really kind of makes me sad, because I really love this game a lot, and I'd love to see it done again and done better with today's technology. It could be so awesome. Okay, so we got some banana coins, we got a banana balloon up here, and pro tip, if you see a banana that's just sitting here and it's not transparent, pick it up, it's yours. So now both Diddy and Donkey have golden bananas here on Jungle Japes. And we got a couple of doors here that lead to golden bananas, or to banana barrels as they might be, but we can't get in those because those are for Kongs that we're not going to be meeting until later. So for now, we can just leave this area and go moving right along. Now, I think that there are some bananas for Diddy back this way. Yes, there are. I'm going to try to collect as many bananas for each Kong as I can in each level. I think I should be able to get 100 for every Kong in every level, but I'm not entirely sure. I can honestly not remember whether or not I've ever completely, totally 100% of this game. I know by 100%ing it, you know, they have a completion percentage within the game itself, which is basically just the golden bananas. But I prefer to think of 100%ing it as getting every possible collectible. That's just the OCD in me. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, but it's definitely worth an idea, worth a shot. So now with Diddy, we've got some more things that we can do in this area that we couldn't do as Donkey. And we're going to have to go and find where those are. And then, you know... Whoops. See, I got the timing all wrong on that. Vine swinging can be a little tricky sometimes if the frame rate drops, which it often does, but it's not that hard. Go ahead and hit this, grab some banana coins on our way up. Okay, you may notice that I forgot to pick up the golden banana that was in here. Donkeys, that's Donkeys, he's the only one who can pick that up. But we'll be getting that in a minute. Okay, and, oh yeah, one more thing about Snide. Now that we're here, and I forgot about saying this earlier. Basically, Snide's mechanic is that one of each Kong's golden bananas in each level is going to be from a blueprint that you have to collect for him. Which means it's just another thing for you to collect. Instead of collecting a golden banana, you have to hunt down a certain type of enemy and then kill them and take the blueprint that they stole. So we hit that switch and we open up a spiral on a mountain. Yes, we'll roll with it. So we're just going to go ahead and there are two things that we can do on this spiral here, both of which are semi-important, one of which is really important. But I'm going to be going up here first. Diddy can jump higher than Donkey with his backflip, and he also has a double jump, which none of the other Kongs have. But really, those abilities don't come into very much use. They're just basically flavor mechanics. It doesn't matter whether one Kong can jump higher than the other, except for certain abilities. They're just flavoring, to allow the Kongs to just play a little bit differently. Which I've always liked playing as Diddy. He always seems to control just a bit tighter than a lot of the other Kongs do. Like, Donkey Kong can seem a little bit loose at times. Diddy always seems to control very tightly. Maybe it's because of his very small sprite and hitbox. I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna head on in here into the mine.
I wonder if I'll need Cranky's help in here.
Yes, actually we will, Diddy. But before we can actually get Cranky's help, we've got to do something in here first. So we're going to have to hop up on up here. See, this is where Diddy's big backflips come in. Go ahead and hit this switch right there, just at the very edge of our Peanuts range. And this makes this little bridge appear. But it only lasts for 30 seconds. And this is where one of this game's really big flaws, in my opinion, comes into play. The camera. The only way you can center the camera behind you is by holding down R, Banjo-Tooie style. Or Legend of Zelda style if you're going with Z. Which it's not Z, it's R. But it's the same basic idea. So that switch makes the golden banana appear up at the top of the mountain. Which is fairly useful. I keep saying useful, but really it's essential for this game. Because you can finish this game, theoretically, you can finish this game with far fewer than 100%, far smaller than 100%. You can finish it with as little as like 30-something%, if I remember correctly. But, there are some mechanics that aren't necessary, like these coins aren't necessary for completion, that I still find them useful. Anyway, this area here, we are going to need Cranky's help to be able to finish this area off, to get all of the stuff that we have to collect in here. And besides, we're running a little long right now, so I'm just going to go back and collect the golden banana up at the top of the mountain. And then, probably be collecting that banana with Donkey Kong as well. And,
I wonder if I'll need Cranky's help in here.
yes, you will, Diddy. I already told them that. I guess we weren't supposed to come in here until after we met Cranky, but, you know, I really wanted to come in here and show off Diddy a little bit more before we went to go see Cranky. So we go ahead and grab that. So Diddy's up to 2 golden bananas now. And there's also a banana port up here, which is also going to be useful, not necessarily for us, but for another Kong later. Go ahead and jump all the way down into the water here. Take a bit of a shortcut. Go here, grab Donkey, and we'll go up and get that other banana. So we'll end this with them both having 2. Just because I like symmetry in my numbers. Now you guys might be thinking, well, don't you have to go back and see Cranky? We saw him in the first episode. Well, no. There's also a Cranky's hut in every level that you have to find, and he will, if you go inside, he will give you a new move. Usually. Sometimes he doesn't. It depends. Early levels, it's usually 1 a level, but later on, it's not. So now we have 2 golden bananas for each Kong in Jungle Japes. That makes 5 in total. 5 in total. My bad. And we just opened up 3 new gates with new areas that we can go to. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to be doing that in the next episode. So, for this episode, we're going to be leaving it off here, looking out over the beauty of a not fully rendered Jungle Japes area due to bad draw distance on the N64, listening to awesome music, and saying goodnight, everybody. And I'll see you all next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. Later, folks. Good night.